In this video, you'll see how to create and share a dynamic dashboard in Watson Studio. Business analytics dashboards provide a great way for line of business users to begin investigating data for patterns and insights before handing off to data scientists for deeper analysis and predictive modeling. Business analytics dashboards inside Watson Studio provides analysts with an easy-to-use drag-and-drop authoring tool without the need to understand coding or SQL. The dashboard is completely interactive, allowing line of business users to explore the data using a variety of charts and tables, and home in on areas of greatest interest. This functionality is enabled using IBM Cognos Dashboard Embedded, a new service available in the IBM Cloud Catalog, which allows developers to embed the dashboarding capabilities of Cognos Analytics into their applications using a set of JavaScript APIs. Start in a Watson Studio project where you want to create the dashboard. First, view the dataset. In this case, it's a CSV file containing information about bakery sales. Now add to the project a dashboard. Just provide a name for the dashboard, and then select a Cognos Dashboard Embedded Service instance. If you don't already have an instance associated with this project, you can associate the service right from here. When you're ready, create the dashboard. This example will show a dashboard based on the 3-section template. Now select the data source, which is the bakery sales CSV file from the project. Great! Now if you expand the CSV file source, you'll see all of the columns from the dataset. You can open the data tray to see a preview of the data. Now you're ready to add data to the sections by dragging columns from the left into a section. In this case, the number of transactions column. Notice the icon indicating that if you drop the column inside that icon, then the data will fill the section. You can Control-click to select the number of transactions, sales in USD, and product group columns, and drag them together and drop them into a section. Here, the dashboard service looks at the selected columns and determines the best way to display the data. In this case, it's a line and column chart, but you can always change the visualization if you prefer a different chart type. Each chart has a set of customizable properties, such as the color palettes, grid lines, axis elements, and labels. Drag the season column into the last empty section. You can see the dynamic dashboard even in the authoring tool by selecting different seasons from the list and seeing the other sections change. Let's name this tab Main Dash, and then create a second tab using the 4-section template. Show the Visualizations panel and drag a bar chart onto the top left section. This chart will show the number of transactions for each promotion by season. Next, make a scatter plot showing the number of transactions versus the dollar value in a given month. Suppose you want to investigate the relationship between the product group and sales, but color the chart by the season. This way, you'll get greater insight into the seasonal effects on the various products. Right now, this chart is showing the total sales, but it would be interesting to see the average sales per season. Note that you can also create your own calculation. There's one empty section So drag the state and number of transaction columns into that section. The obvious choice, given the data in those columns, is a map visualization. Taking a quick look at the chart options, you can see the location uses the state column and the location color uses the number of transactions column. That looks pretty good, but let's change a few properties in this chart. Namely, suppress the legend and remove the automatic zoom. Note that you can change other properties here and add a chart title. You can also change the properties for the whole dashboard, like changing the theme and background color. Dynamic dashboards mean that you can create custom linkages across all parts of your visualizations. By default, all of the assets in a single tab are linked, so you can select a month on the scatter plot and see the data for promotions in that month. Click the filter icon to see which filters have been applied and remove filters. You can add filters for the dashboard users to interact with the charts. Filters in the top left section will be available for all tabs, so add the weather column there. And filters in the top right section will be available on this tab only, so add the seasons column there. Note that you can also add the filter to the canvas if you'd like. The second tab just needs a name, and you're done with this tab. Now you're ready to save the dashboard and then share it. Check the option to share the dashboard with anyone who has the link, and then copy the link. Here's what the dashboard looks like at that URL. You can see that it's completely interactive, so you can select a season to see that change reflected in the rest of the charts. Take a look at the Custom Charts tab. Select Mailed Coupon to see the data for just that promotion. If you hover over any of the chart elements, you'll see the underlying data. And you can see the sales from promotions based on the weather or season. So you can see how quickly and easy it is to create dynamic dashboards with Watson Studio. Find more videos in the Cloud Pak for Data as a Service documentation.